You can switch it around so the big version is inside or outside or whatever. I'm not there right now, but I will. Hey guys, welcome back to Evolving Mail. So today I'm going to I'm kind of doing a I don't know if I'd say it's an upgrade, but I'm gonna do a video about my drive camera. So I have had this, because those of you who've been watching my videos have probably seen this up on the dash, and I've had this drive camera for most of this year, since January I think, and I have got a new cable to hook up to it. The cable I originally had, I pinched it when I was putting something back together and I screwed it up, so I had to get another cable. And the cable that I currently have, when I plug it in, it doesn't, because of the bend of the windshield, it doesn't sit right, and it's driving me crazy. So I ordered some ordered some 90 degree cables. They're a couple bucks a piece, and I'm just redoing this now. If you're wondering why I have a drive camera, is because these things are awesome. So it not only does it look forward, but it has a camera looking back at me and has a screen. And this particular drive cam, it also, I can connect to it. It has its own Wi-Fi signal, so I can connect to it on the app and actually download video to it. Or I can put it up on the phone holder and have a bigger camera so I can see better if I need to do that. I can actually use it to record off-road or whatever. But I use this camera because I live I live between Orlando and Tampa, and I drive into Orlando every day. It's about 40 miles each way, and traffic is horrible. I've used this camera, well, I potentially could have used this camera twice. I've used it once legitimately. One time I was in a light and I was trying to go through the light, and the lady that was in front of me should have just went, because it was turning red. We both could have went because we're in the intersection. She decides to back into me, like, and it was a little tiny intersection going into the doctor's office. I don't know what she did. She backed into me and she hit my winch that was on my Rubicon before this one. And anyway, she put a dent in it. Now now this one, I was actually both of my Rubicon, yeah. So it was a different dash cam, but I actually was stopped on the interstate, and I was looking down and my foot came off and I hit the guy in front of me from about 3 feet. From 3 feet, no gas, let off the brake, hit him. Did like $2,000 worth of damage to his car, his little Toyota. He tried to claim he was hurt. Insurance company called me the next day and they're telling me, oh, he's saying he's hurt. And I said, there's no way he's hurt, because I hit him from about 2.5 feet away with no gas, just let off the brake. Anyway, and I offered to send up this the video that I had, and that was the last I ever heard of it. So it was a good thing it worked. I do find it interesting, just to have, but I think it's good insurance. Anyway, enough talking. Now we're going to do some showing. So what I have done here, let me turn you around. Possibly turn you around. Maybe turn you around. Boy. All right, so this dash cam was sitting up in here, and I had this cable. Let me see. This cable this is so hard to do with one hand, but this cable is in here like this, right? In there like that. So you can see there's some interference right here. Well, what's happening all the time is the camera's kind of slowly creeping up and up, and it doesn't want to stay where it's supposed to be, because it's just right in here. It's just really kind of messed up. So I'm going to redo this. So what I have done is I have originally added a couple what do you call it, like a cigarette socket thing. Let me take you over here. So I have one I've got to put on my wife's car. So I hardwired this in to my truck many moons ago. And I'll put links for all of this. And basically what this is let me sit you down on a tripod here. So, here we go. All right. So basically what this is open this up. These aren't that expensive. They run about $10. This has three the one I got under my Jeep is 2. It's under my dash, under the footwell, and you have this plug where you can plug this in to one and get whatever. But all I did was I snipped this and make this longer and run it to the battery. So I have battery power. Actually, I ran it to a fuse, the hot to a fused, so it's on the key. And then you have extra these under, you know, for other things that I want to run inside the truck. And at least it's you know, on a fuse. It's out of the way. I don't have to take up a socket inside the truck, because that's, oh, I hate that. You get all this crap plugged in where you can see it. So I got to do her car, and what I did is let me see, I put these lights in here. You can see this video, this little piping that goes around, and at night it really is lit up pretty good. It's pretty bright. You know, it runs all through here, this orange piping. So that's underneath there. Let me see if I can get down. I've actually got this pulled away. I'm gonna kind of go crooked here, guys, so bear with me. And oh boy, let's see if I can force this stupid camera. So it's up underneath there, and underneath the footwell, and it's just kind of where it is right now. So, but the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take off. We're gonna take off the grab handle right here. We're gonna take the grab handle off, and you do that by just reaching in there and grab it. And if you look up inside, there is a 10 millimeter screw, a bolt in there, and there's one on the bottom. Take the bottom off. We're gonna take both of those off, and it's pretty easy. Just put your 10 millimeter in here and take it off. Loosen it up. Do the same thing here on the bottom. Normally I'll grab an extension, but I did not grab the extension when I was up there, toolbox. And I'll take these off, and I'll be right back, and I'll show you what I did. Okay, so I went and grabbed an extension. Just gonna put this in here. We're gonna excuse me, turn this a few times, and just a little 10 millimeter bolt, 10 millimeter head on the bolt. It's like a M8 maybe, not sure. And then bottom one. Okay. Dang it. As soon as I find it, I'm turning nothing. I can't see. Alright, got the other one. I'm gonna take these two, and we're gonna set them over here on the chair. And then all you gotta do is grab this and pull it off. Pulls right out. You can pull this speaker. You can pull this speaker whatever off. So speaker cover, whole thing just comes right off. Look at that. Sweet. All right. So coming down from that deal on the bottom where you plug the cigarette lighter things in there, I have this wire right here, and there is. When I find this, I'll show you. Let me see. Pull this out of the way. And I'm actually gonna, it's easy if you take the top off, or, you know, the freedom panels off or whatever. We're gonna go up here and move on up. Come over here, and we're gonna pull this plastic stuff down. This pops right down. Okay, so you'll see right in here, this piece plugs into the cigarette lighter, and on the end it's a USB powered USB extender. So I just plugged the USB right into there, and then I have this USB cable. It's actually just running down through the. Your Jeep may be a little bit different. I've got the. What do you call it? The adaptive cruise control. So I have this big giant all this mess right here with the adaptive cruise control. So right inside of here, I just fish the line down. You can see I pull on it. I pull on it, one comes up, one comes down. So that's how I did that. Now, we're going to open up this box right here. So we're going to open up the box. Maybe. Yep, there we go. Open up the box. I think there's 2 or 3 cables in here. Let's see. Just check her out. So I really don't need a long. I think I got. And I'm anal, and I was trying to find a red one to match my truck, but I couldn't. So they're blue. Whatever. Really can't see them. So I think there's 3 of them in here. There's a long one, a shorter one, and a small one. So it's like the 3 little pigs. So we're going to use the shorter one. So this way, when I'm instead of plugging this in where it's sticking up in the way like that, it's going to go. It's going to. Maybe let me get in there. It's going to go just down, just like that. See that? So now it's not pushing against this headpiece right here, and I got plenty of room and take the cable up. So that's how we're going to do it. Now the hard part is fishing this thing through here, and it should fish through. Not too bad. I haven't had that much problems with it, but this way. So probably going to be a pain. I'm probably going to regret doing it this way, but yeah. So I think I need to take. There's this plastic piece right here. This kind of gets out of the way a little bit, and I almost think I might have taken the windshield down before. Let me see. No, that's not what I did. So it's just hung up inside of here. It's hung up on the cable. Just pull it out. That's it. Not a big deal. So I'm going to take this cable and I'm going to take the USB end and stick it up through here, and it's really pretty easy. So I'll take you. So right there, you can see. Right there. So it's sticking up through it. I'm just got to pull it through, grab it. I just can't do it with one hand, so bear with me a second. Hardest part about this is having fingers that are too big. Okay, so sorry, had you looking at nothing there for a minute. All right, so I got the cable, and I'm just going to plug it in. So it's 90 degrees on both sides, which I didn't know, but isn't that much big of a problem. So we're just going to plug that in there, and then basically I'm going to pull this up, tuck it in, and hide it, and pull enough in to where I can. I'm going to put this camera on. Let me see. So here's the. So lick that. This goes in there, goes in like that. And then I can put the camera right in there. I'll lock it down. And then just take this camera down right there. So it's pretty good, right like that. And then all I gotta do is hide this stuff. I think I'm gonna go get some electrical tape, put a little tape on there just so it doesn't pull out while I'm messing with it. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of tape. I'm just gonna tape this so it doesn't, just to kind of hold it on, because the worst thing is putting everything back together and then it lets go. That's all I got left is a little bit of tape too, so it worked out just enough to hold it on. And I've got a the rubber band that came with this thing, so I'm just gonna kind of wrap this up a little bit. Let me take you up, you can see. I'm gonna get everything kind of bundled up a little bit like that. I'm just gonna, a lot of dead space up in here, so it's not that big a deal. It's enough, actually. I don't even need to double do it. So we're gonna stick it up in here. There's lots of dead space. Take it down, look at it. So there's dead space. We're just gonna stick this in here. And you wanna get these back in the hole there. And well, make sure you got all this crap pulled in here, hidden out of the way. And then it's just a matter of getting everything back in the hole and in place. So everything just pops back in place pretty easily. Okay, so I got her buckled down. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. If you pull this apart, you can kind of see the wires right in there a little bit. Let me see, so you can kind of see it up in there. You know, you could go in and get some two-sided tape and kind of mess with it or whatever, but I ain't really worried about it because the way I roll, I'll have this thing apart again in no time. So so next up is we're gonna put this piece right here back on. This back on, and the whole thing goes right there. Anyway, so you're gonna take this piece again, pop off your speaker cover. That has to go on second, and then just get the right way in there. This bottom goes in, top goes in, and really it's that easy. It just goes right on. There's not much to it. It's not very difficult to do. And then put that in there. Tighten it down by hand. The second bottom one in. Tighten that up. Okay, now I got that in. I had to go rescue my dog that got out. Tighten that down. Tighten that down. Pop these things in right there. Pop these in right there. And then put your speaker cover back on. That's it. Then all you gotta do is just fix your mirror so your mirror's right. Here we are. And then when I turn the power on, okay, so there we go. So I put the vehicle in run, and the power comes on. You got your little screen, and I don't know how well you can see that, but it. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. If I can figure out how to work this camera. Someday there you go. So you see there's a picture in picture, and then one, you know, what's looking back, and then yeah. So now if I get out my app and I go to my app, and let me see, I open up this app right there. It's this FiCam. It's going to bring the camera up and allow while using the app. Okay, and right here you hit connect to DVR, and you'll see the screen on that go to a blue screen. Or maybe not, but you can see this. Now if I turn the phone, I'll make a liar out of me. Turn my rotation back on. If I turn my phone, you get a bigger version of what you see. Same. All right, it's pretty neat, and you can switch it around so the big version is inside or outside or whatever, but we're not going to do that. And if you hit, you can hit this and it'll go to record mode. It'll start recording to the phone. Turn it off. You can take a picture, just like a small record thing. And it's going to make me wait forever. Okay. And I can download it, or you can hit that, which goes to, it's going to go into the files, and then you see the phone goes out, and it gives you all the different times it records. Now, the SD card's in there, I think a 32 gig, and it just keeps recording over there. If you get into an accident or there's a crash or something like that, or a shock, it locks it down and saves it, but you can go back in and find when you were last, like the other day, some guy that was wanting to fight me driving down the road because I guess my lights were in his eyes or something. I had the amber lights on my bar on, and I think that I guess that's what set him off. I'm really not sure. But you can click on this, and you can either, I believe you can either play it. So I can click that, and you can see me. You'll see the screen on that. Go to a blue screen. No, maybe not. But you can see this. Now, if I turn the phone, make a wire out of me. Turn my rotation back on. If I turn my phone, and then you can hit download, and it's actually going to download that, and you can see it's downloading over Wi-Fi. The unit itself gives off Wi-Fi, and it's downloading. And once it's downloaded, that'll be done, obviously. And there we go. All right, so then get out of the app, and that's it. And that'll go back to normal in a second. But you can this whole thing tilts, it turns. This camera looking in also tilts. You can tilt it so it's looking right at you perfectly. So now I can tighten this little screw up here. It has all these little screw adjustments. So now I guess I need to get out of the app. So it went back. I had to shut the app off. So now I can actually see this won't keep moving. So that's it. I like it. It works out well. It's hidden, you can't see it. I'm pretty happy with that, and I will put the links to everything down below. And look, someone's calling me. I'll put the links down below. And no, I do not need my warranty, whatever. I'm so sick of those calls. Anyway, so that's it, guys. Thanks for checking it out. I will put the links, like I said, to everything below. I really like this drive camera. It does not have a battery. It uses a capacitor, so the battery never goes bad in there, like some of the other things that I've had. That the battery goes bad. I had one that attaches to my rearview mirror, which I like them. I had the battery go bad. I had to get a new one. They sent me a new one, but still, this one has a capacitor, so it never goes bad. And that's pretty much it. So that's all I've got. Please hit subscribe. Hit like, hit the little bell so you can get your status updates. And as always, guys, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking me out. Peace out.